All right, we're live. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Ugh.
3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is your old pal Cube the Third, and welcome to the 13th episode of Otaku Midnight, second season. This is your old pal Cube the Third, and as always, my hosts, always my host.
Yeah, we don't have two people on today. Hi, I'm Kevin Faulkner, and welcome to the
Kind
end of our first core, I guess.
Yeah, and welcome to kind of like Hey guys, this is your old pal Cube the Third. Oh, hold
Son
up.
of a bitch.
I forgot. This is your old pal. Whoopsie.
Glitch. Technical difficulties. Please fuck off.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, it's gone. Anyway, let's continue. So, yeah, Otaku Midnight's going on basic mode for today because right now the studio is kind of a little bit in disarray, and I kind of didn't really want to show it off that way. And plus, I've kind of been busy, so I figured why don't we just do it like in a real quick way? So,
We gonna go old school tonight.
yeah, we're basically going Bakugaijin style for tonight. So since that's pretty much been their style over there, but and basically how we used to do it like back in the old days. So
Yeah, we'll go back to our packaged material next time. So
right now we're kind of like I was kind of like pressed for time. So there you go.
yeah.
All
Not
right.
to mention, I think Otaku Midnight's had enough technical difficulties as of late, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. First thing right off the bat. Okay.
We really do need to apologize about the constant delays of the Kira Vincent Davis interview.
That's been bumming me out. First off, last week we did talk to her and it went pretty swell. But what happened was my stupid laptop basically glitched out on me to the point where it just would not go, and then suddenly, it froze, and I could not save the file. And pretty much things went from there. And as a result, the audio was lost. And the sad thing is, we had a really good conversation.
We were in the process of wrapping up the interview. Like we were saying, it's like we were like in the process of wrapping it up, and oh my god,
Yeah,
like when we all came back on, like when we all came back on like 10 minutes later, all of us were like heads hitting desks everywhere. Just oh
Oh yeah.
god.
If we had to apologize to Kira for like kind of like in a sense kind of like wasting her time,
Yeah,
but
but Kira, bless her soul, is the nicest person, and we
yeah,
really do have to.
she was really nice about it. Yeah, we do
We
have to
really
thank
do.
Kira for listening.
We do have to thank Kira for being so patient with us, and because according to her, this is this isn't exactly uncommon for audio interviews. So
Yeah, and plus, just when you think it's like here's the thing, I had everything prepared, bought the Skype credit so I could call out to her and all that stuff since I don't really have a phone relay at home where I can like just hook up a phone to the mixer or something like that. And plus,
yeah,
phone reception is kind of shite around here. So I mean, okay, I won't bore you with the technical lingo, but basically, TLD, too long didn't listen. Sorry we could not, bring you the interview, but but next time we will have an interview for you, and we will be doing a lot of things, but I just kind of got tired of keeping you guys hanging. So I thought, let's just give you guys, at least, just a shooting a breeze kind of episode. So, all right.
this is unofficially the apology podcast. So
Yeah, we're calling this Otaku Midnight the apology. So
Otaku Midnight. Whoops.
Otaku Midnight. Whoops. Do 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 do. All right. So
Seinfeld's not that funny.
no, it's not a Seinfeld thing. That was actually
Yeah.
it's a Maddox reference actually. All right. So with that, Anyway, all right. So it's been a little bit. So Kev, how have things been on your end?
Things have been pretty interesting over here, relatively. I was actually kind of worried over the past couple of weeks because I've had no money and I have had no food. So I was kind of worrying. It's like, am I gonna have enough food for the rest of the month? Because it's like it's only a week from payday. Luckily, on Sunday, the church was giving out some free food bags, so I walked home with these like two giant paper bags full of food, and I really do have to thank them for uh, keeping me in food for the next few days. So
Yeah, food.
yeah, aside from that,
So you're not gonna suffer like Kyoko did.
no, no, I am not in Kyoko mode yet. But aside from that, today out of nowhere, it's just like uh, I figured out that for the most part, the Nickelodeon streaming service on Nick.com works half decently on tablet. So I decided to go and watch the new episode of the current Ninja Turtles series. Mind you, I have not seen uh, very much of this current Ninja Turtles series. I saw a few episodes of the first season, and I was just like, nah, this really isn't my thing. But I was drawn in because a crossover with the '87 Turtles with all the original actors returning, and it's a 2D 3D hybrid episode. Like that's a big plus.
That's not
So
really cool. I mean, I'm not that big up on the turtles anymore, but I watched a few episodes of like the 2012 cartoon. It was pretty good. It was pretty all right for the most part. Is
yeah,
just that
yeah. For me, it's kind of like Power Rangers. I've been a long time fan, and I've never really not been a fan of Ninja Turtles. So
like when it comes to Ninja Turtles, I'm really all about the video games. These days, like from like 90s Konami and all that stuff.
and the upcoming Platinum Games release.
Yeah, which I heard that Kamiya really idolizes those, really idolize the Konami games. So
Hey,
maybe,
they're solid ass games. So
yeah. Although first one was debatable, but they were still kind of figuring it out. So you can't really fault them for that.
yeah, but anyway, but yeah, I decided to watch that episode because why not? And I wasn't able to watch the entire episode because Nick's player crapped out on me by the time we got to the Technodrome near the end of the episode. But from what I did see, I actually really loved it.
I'm
Uh,
gonna have to check that out.
it's very accurate to the style of the '87 cartoon without being a send up of it. That's something that the Turtles Forever movie from '09 had an issue with. Uh, that movie,
A send up. What do you mean, like a send up? Like
like they basically made fun of them rather than paying homage to them.
oh, so basically, like, oh, look how dumb this is.
Yeah,
That
yeah. This one it's more like, yeah, we know it's silly and yeah, we know it's lame, but it's our silly and it's our lame and we love it. So there's
really
definitely a lot more warmth here. There's definitely a lot more warmth here. Uh, but one of the things that actually really impressed me about the episode was actually elements that did not have to do anything with the crossover, specifically callbacks to elements of the plot, uh, like plot developments from the actual show that I'm actually kind of amazed that they went through with because this is some stuff that was hinted at, and I did look it up, and this stuff did happen. I'm not going to actually say it because spoilers, but
spoilers.
let's just say that this cartoon employs the anybody can die trope. Surprisingly,
Oh,
um,
like so they actually like still kind of keep things like real in a sense, like intellectually honest, that kind of thing.
like some pretty fucking real ass shit went down in the season 3 finale apparently. So I need to like there are particularly two different plot developments that happened that the '03 series would not touch.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you the least spoilery one, which
Uh-huh.
is planetary destruction. Earth is destroyed.
Shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently, yeah. The Triceratons decide to come in and fuck everybody's shit up. So that's definitely something. Uh, and if you remember the Triceratons from the '03 series, they're kind of like a proud warrior race. So yeah,
Yeah,
but
if you
yeah,
will.
I might owe uh, Ninja Turtles 2012 a marathon, a couple of marathon sittings because this is some pretty awesome shit. So
Yeah, definitely. It does sound pretty cool. I may check out the crossover just because, I did watch some of it, as a kid, but like I said,
yeah,
I never really got like that. I never really went balls deep with TMNT and all that stuff. So,
yeah, it's a solid crossover episode. I liked it, but yeah, aside from that, not really a whole lot's been going on. I'm waiting until the first uh, so that I can get Pokemon Y for 3DS because I've been getting into Pokemon again lately. Thank you, Nintendo, for
Pokemans.
putting yeah, thank you, Nintendo, for putting Red, Blue, and Yellow
DuckTales.
on the Virtual
Woo!
Console.
Every
Uh,
night. Oh God,
like that's that like I've been playing Pokemon Yellow lately, and it's pretty baller. But
oh, Anthony's posting in the chat. I guess that's Ram listening to us.
what's the screen name?
Anthony Matero. It's like
Yeah, Anthony Matero. Yeah,
hey,
yeah, that's Ram. Hi, Ram.
hey Ram, how's it going, buddy? DuckTales. Woo! Every
Every night we're fucking singing.
night.
But what's been going on with you, bro?
Basically
Bruh.
basically for me, been building my computer and on stuff. I kind of ran into some issues. I may have to scale back, on some plans, and I may have to end it a little bit early due to due to like money issues, and plus there are certain things that are going wrong with it, and would probably would involve some expensive things. So it now, I mean, the computer runs great, but but overall, my first build, well, I feel like I could have gone a little bit better. I will have to kind of cut some corners. So well, it sucks. I'm kind of just happy. It's a really solid machine, and I can't wait to show it off to y'all because I think this machine is really really cool, and can't wait for y'all to see it. So, all right. So with that, we both finished Erased, right? Did you see
I have not seen the last two episodes.
of
I
Erased?
do need to. Thing
Okay.
is, I'm probably not going to be able to do it until about the second or third because for whatever reason, when I activated my Crunchyroll subscription, I activated it on the 1st, but it keeps coming out on the 29th, and that actually caused me some financial problems last month because I ended up getting
Okay.
overdrawn. So so I'm canceling my subscription until the 3rd so I can ensure that it doesn't come in early again.
Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just do
Luckily,
I just do the
luckily,
yearly subscription. That's what I do, and I just pay like $60 like every year. You should
yeah.
probably just do that and just save yourself some money and do that.
I'm gonna stick with the monthly thing. It's easier to keep track of.
Oh yeah, I
But
understand. For
yeah,
me, it's like every August. That's when I have to renew, and that's it.
yeah. But uh,
But
yeah.
here's my spoiler free take on Erased. Erased, it was pretty solid.
Ugh.
I was not expecting, that twist at the very end and all that stuff. And I mean, we all kind of saw. I mean, I kind of saw that I kind of foresaw like not one of the people, being the killer and all that stuff. I kind of figured that out kind of like early on and all that stuff. And when I saw it, I'm like, yep, called it,
Yeah,
motherfucking called it.
to be fair, they didn't really give a whole lot of other characters as red herrings, so it was kind of between two different characters. So,
Yeah, but I guess that's the only thing I could say that's a little bit bad. But but then again, that's kind of like my hot take. But overall, I thought it was a really good show. Definitely the crown jewel of the winter season, in my honest opinion.
yeah, I could
Uh,
definitely say that.
I haven't really seen that much else for this season. I tried to watch Komugi-chan R, but I kind of couldn't stick with it. But oh
Yeah.
well. It's funny because I like Halko Momoy and all that stuff. And and over
I'm just mostly excited for spring because honestly, winter was kind of the mass season for me.
yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot. I mean, I kind of wanted to try Phantom World and all that stuff.
Like I've just repeated this over and over the past few podcasts I've done, but April is just looking extremely promising to me. So like I'm not gonna go over again what I'm watching because that'll just be
Yeah,
redundant. But
My Hero Academia and Ace Attorney.
and JoJo.
Yep. JoJo's. Woohoo.
That's not how the fucking song goes. But yeah, aside from that, not a whole lot's been happening.
And I kind of been catching up with some old anime and all that stuff. Well, it's not really old. It was like from like I think 2 years ago. I've been watching Amaki Brilliant Park.
Yeah, that's a very good show.
That's very good, very fun, and the animation's actually really pretty. And it wasn't
Yeah, I definitely
as
like the art on that.
And what the funny thing is? I was not expecting it. The funny thing is, it's not as trashy as I was expecting. And not that I'm, putting it down because this is like the fan service. Blah, 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 blah. But
You're looking at two people. It's like one of my favorite anime is Strike, which is your argument is invalid.
yeah, my favorite anime is No Game No Life. So fuck all y'all.
Like that is like uber trash, bro.
Yeah,
Actually, no, Monster Musume is, but yeah.
and well, to a certain extent, Umaru-chan. So there you go.
Well, Umaru-chan doesn't really have much in the way of fan service,
Well,
so
true, true.
like
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's
when
real
we
fun.
talk trash, it's like stuff your mom would be ashamed that you watch.
Yeah, basically. And it wasn't as trashy, as I thought it was going to be, but it's fun. It's really fun times. If you like real fun etchy trash, there you go. Check it out. It's really fun. And I don't mean it in a disparaging way.
Yeah,
And I want to say this. I like one of the girls. I like the little ditzy girl, the one who goes, helicopter. That all
yeah,
stuff.
her, yeah.
Oh, she is so cute. Oh my god. But to be honest, I kind of like the mascots more than the girls, if I'm being real. Uh-oh, I'm a furry. But
Yeah, that's honest to God where all of the humor comes from. The mascot characters.
the mascots are hilarious. My favorite is Moffle, the one who kind of looks
Everybody
like.
loves. He's basically uh Sosuke as Bontakun if he could speak.
But I gotta ask, is that kind of supposed to be a reference to Full Metal Panic, or was that
It
just a
is. It's a direct reference to Full Metal Panic. In fact, in the first episode, he actually Seiya actually does say it looks like a ripoff of another mascot because in Full Metal Panic, Bonta-kun is a popular mascot, which implies that Amagi Brilliant Park and Full Metal Panic take place in similar, if not identical,
in
universes.
the uh, in the uh, in the in the Famofu verse, basically?
At the very least, in the Fumofu universe, yeah. So,
Because
like, if you consider Fumofu a different continuity, I personally don't, but you know, different
we're
people,
gonna make
different
winter
strokes for different
so
folks, that
pretty.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's a solid show.
Yeah, it's really fun. I've been watching that because recently I just got a new TV and it's a smart TV and I fucking hate it.
HD.
I mean, here's the thing. It's a good TV, but unfortunately, I can't play any of my video game systems on it because okay, I have this little upscaler for like old video game systems that allows me to like, play like old game systems on new TVs without it looking like dog shit basically because if you hook up an old game system to like a new TV, it looks like absolute garbage. This upscaler I have, it's called a FrameMeister. If you want to look that up, it basically allows you to play your old games and it makes your games look amazing. It also takes care of all the lag as well associated with it too.
Google it, mofo.
Yeah. It's real expensive, but extremely worth it if you're into retro games and all that
Now,
stuff.
how expensive are we talking?
Like $300.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Huh. Well,
But it's well worth it. It's definitely well worth it. Like, yeah, it's somewhere around that range, but it trust me, this isn't shit. It's like absolutely 100% worth it. All right. So, yeah, and the sad thing is, it's a really good TV, but it's a shame I have to take it back. It's basically one of those Roku TVs, that kind of thing. It has like the and it's really cool too. So that's how and plus, I will say this: marathoning shows on Crunchyroll is actually much more easier on on the Roku app than it is to watch it on the computer.
yeah.
At least I think so, in the least. But but yeah, that's basically what's been happening in my parts. As far as like the spring season goes, I don't really know what I'm going to watch. Oh man, you know what we're looking forward to? Super Lovers, man. That show's going to be the freaking bomb.
Oh, well,
So,
well,
a lot of people are kind of not are kind of like a little annoyed with that one
I
because
think it's more like
thing.
I think it's more like some people are okay. We have to explain this. Okay, so basically, today, Crunchyroll has been announcing for the past few days some of their upcoming simulcast slate, which includes stuff like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Kiznaiver. But one of the shows that they announced today was what was the show called again?
Super Lovers.
Super Lovers.
What a name too. With Super Lovers.
Like you are not at all and it's like it doesn't sound too bad up until you see the promotional image, which has a guy who looks like he is somewhere in his mid-20s with his arms around a boy who looks about 10. This
Yeah,
raises several questions. Uh,
and
Most notably, is this going to be what I think it's going to be?
there's is it going to be okay? I mean, hey, the way I see it, there are Shotacons out there and all that stuff, and there's Lolicons. So the way I see it, I know those people don't really get the way I see it. If those people get a bone, whatever. But I don't really look at that kind of material. But hey, if you're into that, cool in the gang. I'll say this straight up. I mean, if you find it repulsive, whatever. Whatever, and that's fine. You're totally allowed to have that opinion. I mean, you're totally allowed to. So
Besides, who knows? The title might be a bait and switch, and they might not go through with that whole angle, but first impressions are everything, and first impression says that they're probably going to go down some sort of a Shotokan incest angle, which is going to be extremely bizarre.
yeah,
It's like that's the
bro,
worst thing I can. It's like personally speaking, that's the worst thing I can say about it. It's going to be bizarre because honest to
is it
God,
a bizarre adventure? If I had the soundboard, I would probably play that.
Don't you dare ever make fun of JoJo like that again. Or else. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, how dare I make fun of the greatest anime ever? Oh my god.
He's the greatest. Nah. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's the greatest manga ever. Not sure about anime, but can you tell I'm biased? No, but yeah, it's kind of it's fuck. It's
but yeah,
it's definitely a wait and see sort of thing, but
it's
if you're into that, then more power to you. If you're not into that, don't throw too much of a fuss.
yeah, it's just like, the way I
It's
see
like
it,
I don't think Crunchyroll would have licensed it if it were illegal. So
yeah, there you go.
uh,
Yeah.
take some solace in that fact.
Yeah, and also too, just saying, it's just like I really do hate like, when people kind of shit on Fujoshi and all that stuff. Like or basically female anime fans or media made for female anime fans because I feel like, yeah, I mean it's cool that, they're getting that too and all that stuff and
Remember when friggin' Free was first announced and everybody was all that there were like a shit ton of people up in arms like KyoAni is betraying the Moe fan base, and
here's
and
the
and of
thing.
course
I say
all of us with working brains are sitting back with our hands over our faces, going, "Jesus Christ,
Jesus, you're
people!"
making us look bad. Stop it. And
It's
and this
it
is
it,
what
it
prompted, Time Enforcer Anubis to write the article called Fujoshi are not the enemy, which I totally
and
recommend looking up. It's really good.
a lot of people are like, this it's like this is where our Haruhi season 3 money is going, and I'm like, no, it's not, you fucking idiot.
First off, they were like long, like I'm like, honey, they were long done with Haruhi before Free. Come on.
The novels aren't even being printed anymore. The odds of Nagato Tanigawa getting back to the books is basically nil at this point. Like it would require is like you know Togashi returning to Hunter x Hunter is like Noah parting the Red Sea. Nagato Tanigawa returning to Haruhi Suzumiya is like Jesus returning from the dead.
Yeah, basically, it's just like
It's
God.
like there is a significant magnitude of difference between those two, and one is far less likely than the other. But
But like I said, I mean, I mean, it's just like I kind of hate when people like bitch on it's just like, and here's the thing, a lot of people tend to kind of overblow the whole like, oh, Moe fans. It's like, hey, Moe fans without brains were dumb. Here's the thing, those weren't Moe fans, those were freaking dumbasses. I mean, I hate to use the not all X argument, but it's true. But it's just like there were just dumbasses that were just mad, and if you were
yeah,
mad, I'm sorry, you're kind of a dummy, no offense.
yeah, and don't you feel silly now?
Yeah, because it's like, here's the
Because
thing,
you're still getting your
one thing
Kiniro,
does not
you're
diminish the other. One thing does
you're
not diminish the other. Sorry.
you're still getting your Kiniros, you're still getting your Gochiusas. It's not fucking the end of the goddamn world.
But the freaking
But
bitch.
nothing, asshole.
Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Anyway, anyway. All right. So, all right, Kevin, you have a topic that you were kind of like talking about earlier today. So, Kevin, take that away.
All right. Well, this is actually a bit of a more serious topic, going from something that's more like, well, aren't you silly, to more like, well, isn't this fucking terrifying?
We're
Uh,
basically talking about idol culture,
like
basically.
let me.
Yeah.
Uh, Basically, today it was announced that okay, first we have to go back to September. In September of 2015, Ai Takabe, who was one of the lead actresses for the anime Kill Me Baby,
Yep.
as well as Aoi Hana, um, was caught in possession of cocaine and was, sentenced to jail time. And uh, now the actress who plays Ai Takabe is a Japanese idol. Japanese idols are, as you're probably aware, very prolific in the entertainment industry. They do live performances, they do voice work, they do work on talk shows. There are many different facets uh, of their lives. They do many different things, but idol culture is also very much built around an illusion of purity. Basically, you are not allowed to do anything that would tarnish an image of you being pure. You cannot date anybody. This includes just it's like even if you so much as come into contact with somebody, you are under the microscope immediately. It's like you come into contact with a male fan or a male actor or something, and you're immediately under the microscope. Uh, Something similar actually happened yesterday or so when Suzuko Mimori, whom a lot of you would know from both Yuri Yuri and Milky Homes,
Or which character
excuse
from
me,
Yuri Yuri?
yeah, but Suzuko Mimori appeared on a Japanese talk show, and she was spotted wearing a ring on her ring finger. Now, of course, as American fans, we're mostly just like, oh, she must like rings. It's like she must have found a ring, had the money to purchase it. She thought it was really pretty. In Japan, the immediate thought is something more along the lines of, are you seeing anybody, you adulterous whore?
Ugh.
Which is actually, unfortunately, the overall mindset that many fans and people who work in the idol industry have towards these sort of relationships. It is the dangers of it's the danger of disillusionment. Now, I bring this up because, as well as particularly Itakabe, because today it was announced that the charges against Itakabe were being dropped and she was going to be let go. Mind you, drug charges in Japan are extremely serious. If you are
Yeah,
charged with drug possession, it is almost always a guaranteed jail sentence, no
yeah,
questions asked. But
yeah,
uh, according to the official police statement from the Japanese police, she's being let go due to this is in my own words. Basically, they saw how pretty much everybody in media wanted her dead and said, yeah, I think she's been punished enough, and they let her go free. Even though she was confirmed to have cocaine on her possession, like in her possession, they said it was a small amount of cocaine, and and again also the social uh, backlash that she received, but it kind of makes you realize exactly how wide-reaching idol culture is and how big of an impact it can have on your life if even the Japanese police will drop charges on drug possession just because your life has been ruined due to this whole nonsense. Because here's the thing: when Itakabe was arrested and charged for drug possession, uh, all
uh,
streaming services in Japan that had any anime that she was a part of, those anime were taken down. Her her page on her uh, label's website delisted her, and she was let go of that, and that label let her go, which is to say that she was fired, of course. But
yeah,
and basically nobody's going to hire her anymore because drug possession. Say goodbye to your
yeah,
fucking
yeah. Say
social
goodbye to
life.
your life, basically. Yeah,
So really, I only bring this up because of exactly how wide reaching idol culture is and the dangers of disillusionment. idol culture being the illusion of purity. Uh, how, like, is it going too far? I personally think it's going way too far
Yeah,
because
I think so too.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Idols are different from stuff like pop singers over here in America.
Yeah,
Someone like Miley Cyrus can be caught during her Hannah Montana years sleeping with someone, or her nudes can be leaked, and she can still go on to have a healthy career as an
but there will
adult.
only be like a mild scandal, and that's probably
Yeah,
about.
yeah, and she can go on to be a very successful adult singer as she has.
Yeah,
And she can continue partying and being sleeping around and whatever. She can do whatever she wants, and she can
yeah.
still make money, make a
On
profit off of this
stage.
stuff. The equivalent in Japan being the idol, you can't do any of that, or else your ass is grass.
Yeah. Or else you get, and also don't forget, you basically get otaku throwing a freaking baby fit, like people like tearing up their anime DVDs that feature them and all that stuff. And or even like when the voice of Asuza from K-On! Got caught dating someone, there was like one guy who shot up like one of their Asuza figures and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
this is, and I kind of want to say something on this, and I don't mean this as like me just insulting the audience or wanting to take them down. But I do think it is kind of shameful that they act like this. If there's one part of otaku or an otaku culture that I find kind of repulsive, for the most part, and I'm not saying all otaku and all that stuff. So before someone jumps on me, I don't mean all otaku. So, I mean, I feel like I don't have to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway,
yeah.
just to cover my own ass.
It's just a
But
small facet of otaku culture.
yeah, and of course, I'm pretty sure, like, anyone that's into the same stuff that we are in Japan, they're for the most part, anime otaku, from what I've seen, they're mostly harmless. The only reason why you would hear about this kind of shit is through shit like Senkaku Complex and all that stuff, and most people will take that seriously, and or like Senkaku Complex will probably just blow that shit out of proportion and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Say, I mean, whatever your opinion of that is, I personally don't like it. If you like it, cool in the gang, but for me, idol culture, when it comes to idols, I'm not into AKB48 or I
Or
mean,
Momoito Clover Z.
yeah, or Momo Ito Clover Z and Sweets and all that stuff. That's old school right there. Like Sweets is from the 90s and all that stuff. And and what's another one? That's all I can really think of. And
Yeah.
but but yeah, it's kind of sad that to see anime say it's also, this isn't just idol culture. This also extends into like Seiyu as well and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Because
like Aya Hirono pretty much had to go on semi-retirement for a while because she was found sleeping with some band members, uh, which that caused a big stir of controversy. And back when that happened, I was not as knowledgeable in regards to this sort of stuff as I am now, and I kind of thought of it as, wow, that's a bit of an overblown reaction. Like, why can't she just go back to work? But now that I understand more of the facets of the business, I can look
that
at it
that
as like, yeah, this is kind of just what they do with these sorts of situations. I don't agree with it, but
yeah,
there's
it
nothing I
doesn't
can do.
it doesn't discount the fact that it's fucking shitty. And I
It
understand,
is.
before someone says, and I know like one of my friends is going to interject, no offense to you, buddy, if you're listening. And yes, I'm kind of referring to you, but like, yes, I understand. Yes, I understand, when they sign up, they realize they can't do X, Y, and Z and all that stuff. And that's cool, but I still think that's kind of a fucked up life. You can't really you can't really have boyfriends or anything like that, and then
Here's the
suddenly
thing.
you're basically a harpy for it. That's kind of shitty. I'm sorry.
And here's the thing, a lot of these contracts, most if not all of them, are very, very tight exclusivity contracts, and you cannot cancel the contract. So
You're kind of
if
basically your bitch for life, that kind of
yeah,
thing.
it's not like your regular music record deal or something like that where you can cancel any time. You just have to pay a cancellation fee and stuff like that. It's not something like that. Like
Yeah.
you cannot cancel this until you meet the quota that is in the fine print.
You meet the
Uh,
quota.
Basically, like you have to work with us for however many years, or until you are such and such age, or until your popularity
Kevin,
goes
you're
up
kind of
this.
cutting out.
Son of a bitch. Is my internet being a dick? My internet is being a dick.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, hold on, folks. We're having a little bit of technical issues right now.
Hold on. Am I there? Very good.
Kevin, you might want to restart your router real quick or something like that.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. We'll be right back, guys. Sorry, we'll cut it right here. Folks, if you guys have some hot takes, lay it on us. But for right now, we'll be right back, and we'll go from there. I kind of wish I was using open broadcaster right now because I could just put on a we'll be right back kind of thing. So, oh well. Fuck. We're being cut.
Ayo. Eureka 7 Ayo. Am I the only one on right now? Jesus. Uh, sorry, guys. Apparently, we cannot win. Jeez. Like, what a load of absolute bollocks. Get on in here. Uh, you know, uh, Cuba the Third, where is you? New phone, who this?